Yes, my lord.
Rise.
Have you ever danced with the devil? Took a glance at a rebel, had a chance to advance. You are not on my level. You are not my equal. I can pose another sequel. Those that do oppose, I was exposed and leave you see through with the spies in my eye. Recognize me as a legend. Refuse to cry or die so I may never get to heaven. I've been yelling and rebelling since the days I was a youngin'. Been a long time coming, I'll be damned if I'm running. Original individual, so I'm living like a criminal. Give it to you fools direct, no need to be subliminal. Say a nigga name quick but never to be famous. Put this thing up to your brain and I'll leave you brainless. Got you suckers ducking knuckles, watch you buckle as I chuckle. I can see right through your heart, you don't wanna start no trouble. Thought I couldn't get it crunk, well hell I beg to differ. I'm far from a punk and ain't your ordinary nigga. Fake niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your face. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them all, break them off. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I can see me leading the legion, screaming in the evening. I had the kids pleading, why is daddy not breathing? See, daddy was a heathen, daddy was deceiving. Told him last season, all I'm needing is a reason. I have no sympathy, consider me a lethal weapon. Remain a mystery consistently, I keep them guessing. With the world on my shoulder, my heart turns colder. Life ain't what you think, before you blink it could be over. Ready for revolution, retribution's a solution. There is no forgiveness as you witness evolution. The world revolves as I evolve, take a stroll through my soul. I don't plan to ever pause or take it easy on my foes. Break them off with a pencil in a simple instrumental. Situation detrimental if you disrespect my mental. This is how I really live, I hope I never have to kill. I represent self-defense, if I have to then I will. Niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your veins. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them all, break them all. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I don't wanna beef with anybody, but I'm far from afraid. I'm a grown ass man, ain't no games being played. Better shut your friggin' mouth before I kick up in your house. Forensics at your residence, no evidence to figure out. Wasn't seen, had to see, no if or ands or in between. This is what I do to you or anyone who intervenes. I refuse to be afraid, not tomorrow, not today. I'ma be a predator. Hell, there is no other way. Bust your brain if I must. Leave you laying in the dust. Only God understands. That's the only man I trust. The rest of y'all die slow, die with your eyes closed. Talk behind my back, but you can't look me in my eyes though. That's what you call a coward. You can find me down in Broward. Tell me where you want it at, I'll be there in a half an hour. Diamond chains, take them off. Haters, I'ma shake them off. I only deal with the real. All of the rest, I break them off. Niggas, I'm back. The game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your brains. Fake niggas, I'm back, the game about to change. I ain't playing games, I'ma put it in your veins. I'ma break them all, break them off. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss. I'ma break them all, break them off. Let me break them all, break them off. I don't care if you ain't scared, be prepared to take a loss.
What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Straight Talk with Trevor.
Because the ladies from Pour Your Heart Out
no
will be over here
off
to
limits.
join the panel.
Plus, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus, enough for touch the dust, you try to check this. You ain't
The
insane.
MMA brothers, Bones and Zay, have pre and post shows to the MMA shows, and I am your host, Mr. Straight Talk, the man with the greatest beard on YouTube. Oh, I love throwing that in there. Real quick, I am back on Facebook. I guess they took me out of jail. I was able to connect the channel back.
Due to the increasing level of incompetence and the major lack of transparency, the Straight Talk Society will no longer maintain a presence on Facebook.
Make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Man Talk Monday. This is the flagship show of the Straight Talk Society. This is the show that you're going to get all your, drama topics. This is a show that you may get your arguments. This is a show where we're going to talk about not one specific thing, but we dabble around the world of pop culture and the men just banter about it. So that's what this show is. But if this show isn't for you, and I don't know why it wouldn't be, but we also have other shows. The highly acclaimed Tape Fist Politics, Venkat, Mike, MD, and Ricardo do such a fantastic job with that. That's every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Hey, if that doesn't fancy your boat, then be sure to tune into Wrestling with Reality. Today we have the return of Straight Talk Therapy Sessions with the one and only Dr. Mia. So y'all be sure and tune into that. So tonight we have a fantastic show tonight, the Straight Talk Society. We will not go over that 2.5 hour mark. So Mike, you ain't got no shirt on, right?
I never have clothes on, bro.
But I'm saying you like right on the like crazy.
My bad. I don't like clothes, bro. Anybody that knows me, my fault.
Crazy. Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, the final boss, aka Mr. Straight Talk, the man with the greatest beard on YouTube. Welcome back to another edition of Man Talk Monday. Oh man, we have a loaded show for you guys today. Shout out to Keela, the greatest moderator in the building, always giving me my sound check. Moon Goddess is bright and early because, speaking of Moon Goddess, we do have a story coming up later that the women of Pour Your Heart Out are going to join the show. We can rock out on it ourselves, but my cousin Kevin suggested that we invite the women because he'd love to hear their point of view, and I'd love to hear it also because it's just another divisive thing going around the internet. And hey, the truth of the matter is this. Man Talk Monday is the flagship show of the Straight Talk Society. Man Talk Monday is the most watched show on the Straight Talk Society. And I'm starting to think it's just because people love this type of stuff. They love the banter back and forth. They love the you would call it semi-drama because we don't really have the drama over here. But I do implore you guys to check out the other shows, especially Tape Fist Politics, just because with the election coming up, those guys do put a lot of work in that show, namely Venkat. I know all the man hours that it takes to go into a show like that, just because I have to do it for the wrestling show. And I know the politics show is a lot longer because he's pulling videos and things like that, and their show is like 3 hours long. So there's a lot of things. Shout out to my cousin Kevin in the building. There's a lot of things going on. So I do implore y'all at least once to check out Tape Fist Politics, because I am still waiting for a man on this earth to come back and tell me a better political show, non-professional, on YouTube than Tape Fist Politics. There is none. There absolutely is none. And I'll stand by that. Then, you know, we do Wrestling with Reality, which, hey, listen, there's not a better wrestling show than Wrestling with Reality. And then I have 5 Count that I started doing. Shout out to Jackie McCall in the building. How you doing, bro? Hey, Jackie McCall every day, man, sends me Bible scriptures and just positive stuff. That's one of the good guys. Let me just say that. And we do have 5 Count is something that I just started doing, where I just take the 5 stories from any given wrestling show that's coming on, and I give my top takeaways from it. I did one last night, very controversial, top 5 Black wrestling world champions of all time. You see this fantastic big gold belt behind me, huge wrestling fan, but I had a lot of fun doing that. But those shows take a long time to do. The groundwork that I have to do to put those things together, which is why they're only like 15 minutes long, and the wrestling shows are done bi-weekly, because there's a lot of stuff. Something happened even today when I got home that almost stopped me from doing the show, but I was like, no. I had already let the guys know that we were on. You know, they tried to keep me later at work. Then I got home and a homeowner problem happened. So it was something that I had to fix. I'll fix it tomorrow. I just, put some chewing gum on it, did a little temporary fix, but that's how it is. That's the lengths that we go through to entertain you guys, and entertain you we will. I'm going to try to structure the show a little bit different today. We're going to do something called the quick hits, where we're just going to run through quick stories. So hopefully my co-hosts can give me quick answers to these 3 stories that we're going to do. We're going to do one serious story, then we're going to do Mike's top 10, and then we'll do the main event. So hopefully we're out of here by 8 o'clock, because I do have a hard out at 8. No Diddy. So I do see Mike in the background. I don't know where young Kevin Wayne is. I know Kev is waiting to run his mouth, especially on the first story. So it may just be a matter of time for him. But nevertheless, I'm here. Mike is here. So on the other side, we will be back with what you guys came to see, and that is Man Talk Monday. Oh, by the way, Tape Fist Politics tomorrow, they will be talking about the politics of weapons. So they'll be talking about like gun control and all that good stuff. There's no Wrestling with Reality Wednesday. And there's what I do want to do. I do want to do Saturday. I do want to do a live watch along to the main event of Backlash. We'll see how that goes. And Thursday, there is a debate over here between the 2023 champ, Reginald Young, and my Islamic brother, brother Thomas Smallwood Muhammad. So and listen, man, just to get that debate signed, sealed, and delivered, that's why I ain't got no hair. Just dealing with that type of stuff, man. My goodness, was it hard to get that debate signed, man. My goodness. But that will be taking place this Thursday. So with all that being said, we will see you on the other side with what you came to see. Man Talk Monday, exclusively here on the Straight Talk Society. Mike, get in contact with Kev if you can, please.
Acknowledge me. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Being smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind or fly through my eye, and in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. See you dealing with a vicious mind, heart cold like Christmas time. Every time I write a rhyme, put it all on the line. No need to hold my tongue, hold the mic like you hold a gun. Haters, I'm the chosen one, fakers I don't roll with none. Don't you ever test my heart, been a rebel from the start. I ain't got time to play no games, I'm too busy playing my part. Keep my mind on my mission, living by my premonitions. Through the world with blurry vision, stressing in high definition. Walking the path unknown to most, the ones that I love, I hold them close. Every rhyme I wrote was dope, no jokes so folks can overdose. Lyrically, I'm legendary, yes, I'm very necessary. Plans to see my adversaries buried in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Straight Talk Sessions live.
You're gonna acknowledge me.
It's Monday. It's Man Talk Monday.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers. Not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So, be a man.
And we are live, pal. Oh man, my camera's off. And we are live. Shout out to Mango Mike in the building. Hey, if y'all don't know, Man Talk Monday started with me and Mike, just us playing good cop, bad cop. You know, Solar Mind would make a few a few appearances, but if you go back and look at all the earlier shows, it was always me and Mike. So that's why I say Mike is here. I mean, I would love to have Kev for, especially for the quick hit sessions, but you know, Mike is here. And then based on what we're gonna do later, we gotta you know, we're gonna have the women on, so we're gonna ride out. But nevertheless, the man, the myth, the legend, Big Mike in the building. What's up, Mike?
I'm chilling, man. I let the dogs out today. You know, it feels good when somebody says something about it when you ain't even thinking about it. I'm at work chilling, doing my job, and my boy walked by and he's like, "Damn, boy, you let him off the leash, huh?" I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Boy, you let him go." I was like, "Oh, bro, thank you, bro." Smiling for the rest of the day. The only way men can compliment each other. That's the only way.
Yeah. All I could do, hey, you got it. I can't do nothing about it. I can't
Thank you,
do
sir.
nothing.
Thank you.
Did you, Moon gotta say, hey Mike, did you got in contact with Kev?
I called him, he hit me back, so I'm a little worried. So when this is done, I'm about to drive over to his crib and see what's up.
Oh, there he is right there.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah. Wayne, just so you guys know, whenever you guys don't see Wayne, man, Wayne is busy. Wayne let me know that he's literally doing these shows out of the truck. So he's really busy. So he'll hit it. He'll hop on when he can and things like that. So yeah, Wayne ain't quit or nothing like that. Wayne just there's a lot going on. So let's get into the show, fellas, because the Pour Your Heart Out women are coming on. What's up, Kev?
Hey, Moon Goddess. What up, boys?
This nigga. He ain't say nothing to nobody before. Wow. Wow.
What's up, chat? What's up, chat?
All right, so let's get into the quick hits, because I do have some things, man, that's been piling up on me, and I want to knock them down. And this first one is Kev's woman. We gotta see what's going on here, because this is craziness. I need to see what's going on. Somebody need to explain this to me. Let me see where you know this. Let me know when you see this hood rat up on the screen.
I see
the queen.
Cheese.
You see the queen. All right, let's see let's see what she's up to now.
So this school put me. I came up here, got you. Try to talk to the kids, get them the word of the day. They don't put me on me. Tell me I smell like weed. Watch this. I don't give a about making his job hard. My job hard. Every day I'm fighting for my life. Every day. They tried to put me out from this school. Bless me. I'm coming back around that. I ain't gonna hop down on that. Oh, smack that ball up. Nobody.
All right, there she is. The Miss Sexy Red. What do you guys oh, let me remove that. So Sexy Red apparently goes to the school because she wants to give kids some advice and they won't let her in. I salute that I salute that school and the authority first of all. Kev, this your queen, man. What do you think? First of all, do you see Sexy Red as a good role model?
I think she is for up and coming artists. Definitely. For kids, keep your ass away from the school. I think they did a good job with that.
So wait a minute, because I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. But you said she's good for up and coming artists. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, for all the the hoes and thoughts that be like selling that type of image. Yeah, she's got the blueprint. So if you wanna go down that route, then yeah, because before Sexy Red, it was Glorilla when she did that song, FREEF, that one. And then Sexy Red kind of like took her spot. So yeah, for all the ratchet chicks that want to go this route, yeah, good role model. Good what's the word? Good proof of concept, but kids wise, stay away from the kids. Even though, like I said, she's already a household name.
Mike, what you got? What you got on Miss Sexy Red?
The only thing I can say good about Shorty is that at least she had on pants. I was just waiting to see her cheeks out at a little kid's school. I was just waiting, and I said, "Oh, she got long pants. Wow, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't want my child coming home being zested by the funk of Sexy Red, who ain't even sexy. Whatever, man. I don't understand it. It's all you, Kevin. It's all you.
Mike, you think because you said she had on pants? Do you think that would have been grounds to arrest her if she came out dressed like she normally is? Just curious about that.
Lewd and lascivious dude. They don't even let pedophiles within 1,000 feet.
So
don't she have a sex tape? Like, why would they invite her in the first place?
So, but that's what I'm getting at. So I agree, the pedophile thing, yeah, but she does have a sex tape out that anybody can go and find, and now she's coming to a school. They never said that the school invited her. This looks like something she took upon herself to just pull up to the school, and in true Sexy Red fashion, she's dancing on the school bus.
Probably a publicity stunt. I wouldn't be surprised.
Who shows up to a school smelling like weed though? Like, if you was trying to get in, why would you show up smelling like weed? Like, if you want to do something good, you got to be halfway decent to do it. Like, who does that? I don't know. That's your girl, man. That's your girl. You got it, Kev.
Yeah, you got anything else on her, Kev? Because I know you love Sexy Red.
I like her last song, bow, 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 bow. And I like the video because it had that old school Lil Jon, you know what I'm saying? Lean with it, rock with type vibes. That was fire. Oh, and it had Soulja Boy in there. She doing her thing, man. She doing her thing. But yeah, like I said, keep her away from the kids, even though the parents won't. And yeah, I mean, everything is fine. I think like I said, man, she's doing her thing. She's coming up in America. So I mean, I don't really blame her. I just blame the parents for playing their music in front of them. That's all.
I agree with you there.
So yeah. So because you bring up Glorilla, I don't know anything about this. I just found out about Glorilla maybe 2 months ago, and I just like her. I like her sound. She when you look at her, you listen to her, and then you look at her, you're like, oh, okay. That's not the person. Shout out to E in the building. Oh, just so y'all know too, we are live streaming on Twitter right now. Also, another place to stream the show to. We know the cesspool that Twitter is, but Hey, let's stream Man Talk Monday over there and see if we can get us some people that want to come argue with us. So, all right, hey, y'all, I see the eyeballs are going up. Make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button as you come in the building. So let's get to the next one. Because they always X. That's what, yeah, X, Ricardo. So they always say that I don't get on men. So let's get on the men, even though I don't think this is anything much to get on them about. But let's see. I'm very curious to see what my co-host got to say. Let me get this up.
I love y'all. Y'all my kids. But y'all mama dead wrong, dog. Y'all mama dead wrong, bro. Y'all gotta go, bro. You gonna sit on me behind my back, and I'm taking care of you, making you a housewife, bro. And you gonna cheat on me, bro? Hey, little bro. Put your book bag on, little bro. Get up out of here, little bro. Hey, little baby, come here. You gotta go too. I'm sorry. I love you to death, baby. Y'all gotta go. Get your daughter out of my house, dog. You and your kids gotta go. Hey, little bro. Pick that bag up right here, little bro. Here. Callie, get up out of here. Get your clothes on. Go with mommy. Daddy love y'all. But y'all gotta go. I love y'all. Y'all my kids. But y'all mama dead wrong, dog. Y'all mama dead wrong, bro. Y'all gotta go, bro. You gonna sit on me behind my back, and I'm taking care of you, making you a housewife, bro. And you gonna cheat on me, bro? Hey, little bro. Put your book bag on, little bro. Get up out of here, little bro. Hey, little baby, come here. You gotta go too. I'm sorry. I love you to death, baby. Y'all gotta go.
Okay, I just replayed it. So, all right, hold on. Let me preface this by saying this. Whenever I see stuff like this, I take it with a grain of salt that is a put on for the camera. But in the event that it's not, and that's how we have to look at this. In the event that is not, you have a situation where this fellow was supposedly cheated on. So now he's kicking the woman out justifiably and her two kids. He said at the end, hey, you my kids and all, and I love y'all, but y'all got to go, meaning that they're probably not his, because I don't know what man in the world would do that to his birth kids. But before I turn it over, this is why I always say me personally, and it's just my opinion, is how I feel, is part of the reason why I would never mess with a woman with a kid. I know that's a chupacabra right now because most women do have kids. Jackie, I don't know if it's a joke or not. That's the thing. But that's why I mean, I've been married for forever, so it ain't no thing with me. But I don't mess with women with kids because of this situation. I don't want to get attached to the kids, and then you get in a situation like this, and now you have to choose. But secondly, and I hate to agree with some of the women that's going to comment on this, but I really think that this is F-boy behavior here to the fullest. But I'm curious to hear what Mike got to say. I think I know what Mike going to say.
Yo, the closest I've come to this situation is the only woman I've ever been in love with went to a dinner with the father of her child and his father. And he was trying to get her back or whatever. It's a big story. I'm not even gonna get into it. But when she came home, she tried to be slick with it, and then I found out, and I put her out. But I kept the baby because no grown man puts a baby out. That's insanity. No, and she did what she was supposed to do. She sat outside of the door and said, "You can't keep my baby." And I said, "Well, you can't stay here, and I'm not kicking the baby out. So we got to come up with something." And she fell asleep on my doorstep. I picked her up, put her on the couch, and then went back to bed. And me and the baby went to Walmart like 2, 3 in the morning. It's another day. It's another time. Men don't kick babies out of houses. Okay, that's just not something we do. I don't know what this other. I agree. It had to be for clout. And even if it's not your kids, like you don't put babies on the street. That's just not something you do. I'll put a grown woman on the street in a second. It's not a problem for me. But I'm not putting a child on the street. That don't make no sense. At worst, I'm gonna call the girl's mom and be like, "Ma'am, could you please come over? Because this girl can't stay in my house no more, but I need to make sure this baby is safe." You never put a child in danger. You don't know what's gonna happen. They go outside. Now she already making poor decisions. Because if you don't have a house of your own, you shouldn't be cheating on anyone. I'll never understand that. If you don't have a place, no, real like that. I never understood dudes who sleeping in another woman's house and they go cheat. Like, if you ain't got a bed that's yours, why are you cheating on somebody? Go to work. But I digress. Excuse me, mature Mike.
Kev, what you think about this?
I'm pretty sure that's a skit because when he put the baby in the little stroller, I laughed my ass off. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a skit, but for the sake of argument, I mean, I could start this year again saying that blaming men.
Twins.
It's hard, man. I mean, because he did put a baby in her in this scenario. He did choose her.
No, those not his kids though.
It's not his kids.
Put on your book bag. You gotta go, Kev.
Say that again.
Put on your book bag. You gotta get out.
Yeah, that's tough. But I would definitely say, yeah, if you don't have a house, if you don't have everything together, you should definitely be the faithful person. And if you're not going to practice polygamy and share a guy, then I mean, you got to be on your P's and Q's, especially if even if you don't like them. Like there's literally a chick on Snapchat. I've been watching her stories, and she's kind of going through the same thing where like the guy's like punching the walls and looking at her videos online and screaming at her and stuff like that. But when afterwards, she's like, "Yeah, I know, but you guys tell me to leave him, but I can't afford to get an apartment on my own, so I'm just holding out until then." So I could definitely see a scenario like that happening. But if you are in that situation, I would say if you're a woman, definitely don't cheat. And I would also say take your time in picking a man who's actually going to stick around for you, and also if you're going to stick around for him. But I don't know. I want to blame the guy, but I'm sure she's at fault in some type of situation.
There'll be a lot of cheating. There'll be a lot of chance for you to do guy blaming that when we get to the main event. Shout out to the queen of the Straight Talk Society. Just came in. Yeah, Facebook does suck. She's dealing with an issue right now. I'll let her tell it if she so chooses. Shout out to Cliff in the building. There's plenty of shelter for women and kids. Cliff crazy.
Cliff is a nut.
Yeah, Cliff crazy. But all right, so let's move on to the next one. We making hell of a time. This is one I wish Wayne was on here for, but Mike is a gamer too, so he can answer this just as well. So this is something that was sent to me. Whenever I see stuff like this, I always lose my mind. So here we go.
Not I, for the life of me, cannot get into grown ass men playing video games. I'm going to be very honest with y'all. I am 40 years old. I have a lot of friends. I've got fraternity brothers. I've got friends who are doctors, lawyers, dentists. I've got friends who are dope boys. I got all types of friends, and none of them play PlayStation. It's just something about me and a woman that go with a man that play PlayStation. You deserve kiddie games, kiddie attitudes, and all the kiddie shit that he put you through. And I know it's a lot of hit holes on this thing right now. It would be the biggest turnoff to me if I was on the phone with my man. I say, "Babe, what you doing?" And this nigga say, "I'm on my way to GameStop to pick up the latest Madden." He could never call me again. Cannot I?
So, all right. Let me say this real quick. And Keela, you're right. So Keela says, leave my husband and his PS5 alone. I am an owner of a PS5, but Mike, I think this is the problem here. This is the problem. Apparently, this is some person named Funky Dineva. I have no idea who he is, but Nene's says the guy that dresses in women's clothing. So apparently he's a cross-dresser. You can listen to the way he talks. He even said "my man," so he's gay. So now we have a gay man. No offense to the gay community. We have a gay man telling women they shouldn't mess with a man that plays video games. So just raise your hands. Everybody on this platform right now that plays video games.
I'm about to play as soon as we get off.
So And everybody up here is gainfully employed, correct?
I literally just left work to get here.
Yeah. So let's just walk it down. So we're not rich, but everybody is everybody could take care of some business, I'm assuming. I mean, especially in this economy.
Oh, I put that thing down.
Got to.
So here we have a man telling women that if you mess with a guy that plays video games, you expect the childish games that come behind it. So for most people, for most men, I'm gonna just say this: for most men, I'm gonna speak in general terms. I know Dr. Mia hates that, but I'm gonna speak in general terms right now. Wayne is a huge gamer, and Wayne is about to start a gaming channel. So has he ever stopped to think for maybe 1 second that we play games just to decompress from the stress of the day? Or let me put it this way. Would you rather us pick up a video game stick or go to the strip club? Like which one? I mean, would you rather us pick up the joystick or go register to women's OnlyFans pages? Like we could just constantly go down the list here. Mike, what you got on this?
I find it hilarious when people try to judge other people's like time wasting activity. Like, I'm sorry, sir, but we all can't pop a penis in our mouth and be good for the rest of the night. Like, that's you. I'm happy for you. I want to play Madden. Like, I don't understand what like. If I come, there is nothing better in the world than to have a mind-numbing experience. There's a reason people drink. There's a reason people got to sit in the car and smoke a blunt. There's a reason people got to take their gummies. I can't do any of that for reasons we're not going to talk about. I ain't got no tolerance. So brother need a game. I'd rather play my game than be cheating on my woman. I'd rather play my game than be wasting money at a strip club. I'd rather play my game than be sitting outside stalking somebody. It doesn't hurt anybody. As long as it's not bothering you, you should play a game called Mind Your Business. That's how I feel about it, personally. I guarantee, I watch women spend 30 years just learning to put the makeup on perfectly and learning, and then we see videos of them doing magic tricks. Have at it, ma'am. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I bet he, or however funky, whatever, what do you call it? Denotes themselves or whatever.
Funky Died Neva.
Whatever. I bet he or they or them, I'm trying to learn. I bet they could do the hell out of some contouring. I bet he got hella MAC makeup. So why is that okay for you and not okay for me to score a touchdown? Let me live in my own, let me bask in my own foolishness. Let me enjoy it, not hurt anybody, then get up and go kiss my baby and make her feel like a person too. How about that? I'm living in this world where it's all crashing down on all of us at all times. Let me play a little Madden. It ain't hurting nobody.
I wish, and I agree. Kevin J says I really wish some of these creators with stupid hot takes would shut the F up. Shout out to Venkat in the building, producer extraordinaire. Check him out tomorrow night on Tape Fist Politics.
Producer regular.
This is the crazy part. So he equates playing video games to being childish, though. So a couple of weeks ago, it was one of the rare times that I was able to play Madden for maybe 4 straight hours. So I'm playing it. I got the surround sound on. I'm literally I'm in an NFL stadium. And my wife just walked out of the office and just looked at me with the biggest smile on her face, because she realizes what I do on a daily basis. And sometimes I just want to be left alone and let me play my damn video games. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not doing anything crazy. I am literally playing a game that, by the way, people make millions doing. I mean, I ain't making the millions. I ain't that good on it, but nevertheless, you're talking about you're like, again, we always find a way to downgrade men. Does that count with the women that are gamers too? Because gamer chicks are a thing, like big time a thing.
And they
Like,
sexy.
it seems like I see more of them now than anything. Kev, what you think about this? You can't agree with him on this.
You want to see me try?
Oh,
No, I'm
go
kidding.
ahead. We know you'll try.
No. I don't agree with certain agendas, but yeah, hopefully when it comes to people who are born with natural vaginas and authentic
Thank you,
vaginas,
Max.
I hope you not even take this stuff with a grain of salt. You just ignore it, because I'm getting sick of people who don't who don't have vaginas telling you how to be a woman. It's ridiculous. And this is basically what he's telling you to do. He's telling you how to judge. Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to get you canceled. But yeah, he's basically telling you how to be a woman. And yeah, hopefully, with this whole era where everybody just has a podcast mic and a laptop, that we'll get to a point where like everything's not a hot take, because that's what we're seeing. Like everybody's just spouting like the biggest salacious thing to get the views. And it's like, I just hope and I pray that, if you are born with a vagina, you don't try to look at certain people and say like, okay, I should be doing this because X, Y, and Z said that, because he's got clout or she's got clout. And when I say she, I mean like a person who's who wasn't born a she. But go ahead.
So Kev keeps walking this fine line, and I don't have no problem walking it with you, because you know how I feel. This is a complete sidebar here. There was a video that was played of a teacher being hit by a student, and I looked at it and I see Kev's comment right at the top. And Kev didn't really care that the student was hitting the teacher. He more so cared that it was a man wearing a wig. You remember that video, Kev?
Yeah, it was a nigga in a wig.
Yeah. So, and I don't know why I'm setting myself up for this, but let's do it. Shout out to Maria G in the building. How you been, Maria? We haven't seen you in a good while.
Man, out there making money playing video games.
So so Kev, you didn't seem too concerned about the teacher getting hit. You cared more about the man in the dress. And I'm not gonna sit here and act, because everybody knows how I feel about that. The Mike is trying to toe the line with the them and they. I don't do that. If you're a man, you're a man. I'm not gonna play those games. Which is why certain people don't want to deal with me, because it is what it is. It just is what it is. If you're a man, I'm going to call you a man. So how do you feel about that, Kev, with the teacher being hit? Because you really didn't seem to care too much about the teacher being hit. You were just harping on it was a man in the wig.
Oh no, I saw the video, and I don't think anybody should get hit, no matter what you wear, especially on top of your head. I just wanted to clarify, because the video used the wrong pronoun, but in this society, it's the right pronoun technically, politically. So I was just clarifying that. But regardless, no, I don't think he should be hit. And also, it just made Black people look bad, because like you hear stories about how like teachers are leaving inner cities, and of course, that's the key word for Black people. And when you have a video where a Caucasian person is getting hit by a urban, and these are the terms they use, an urban kid, it's like, okay, these are something that's making or perpetually like pushing the stereotypes and negativity. But yeah, I made that comment just to put some clarity into it.
All right, why y'all got my wife talking about wings and steak at the strip club? What am I missing here?
Stay focused, sir. Stay focused.
What's going on here? Oh man, the ribs at Rolex. What the hell going on?
Hey, you got to show the moderate, sir. Stay out of the chat.
All right, so let's get to the last quick hits. This was an interesting one here. Hold on. All right. Bring you up. All right, let's go.
A woman who is broke and never been to college, but is fine as hell, can cook, has good nurturing skills, good in bed, will always get the better man than the woman who makes hella bread, is hella accomplished, but she is totally out of touch with her womanly side and role. It's women right now making tons of money, A+ credit, business rolling, while you're gone at work all day. Your man is cheating with a woman who's unemployed and makes him feel like a man. When a woman says, oh, they don't want me independent because I don't gotta take his ish. Basically, what she's saying is that if I have my own everything, I can talk to you any kind of way. It means I can have other men. I got my own money, got my own car. That right there should disqualify a woman from being the wifey, the face card. We as women should all be functioning as adults. Money, credit, transportation, housing, that's called being a grown adult. A woman.
And I know Wayne isn't here, but he will be listening right now. But Mike, so you're gonna have to take the slack up for this one, because y'all always say that we don't ever broadcast the women that be standing up for the men. So here you go, Mike, have at it.
What a wonderful empress. I tell women like this that I need you to live long lives so you can be contagious to these thoughts and these modern women. Please exist more. Oh my God, we need you. We need you so you don't understand. I protect you with all I am, ma'am. I don't want anything I just want you to be contagious to these other women, because she's speaking sense and logic and wonderful. Like, first of all, she need to stop flirting with me, because she keeps saying all these things I like to hear. Like, I'm tingling through the screen. Like, I don't even understand. Like, that's amazing. You telling me a woman actually heard men speak about what they want and then said it back? I've never heard of that. I'm confused. I tell everybody, I was in marriage counseling. I said ABC. My ex-wife said WQI. And the lady said, well, why'd you say WQI? I said, ma'am, I said ABC. She said, but what she heard was that. I'm like, what they got to do with what I said? I didn't even know women can hear you and then regurgitate back what you said. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm shocked. I've only had one female in my life do that, and that's my daughter, and that's because she got to do what I say. I said, what did Daddy say? Daddy said, pick up the clothes and fold the clothes and then clean my room. Thank you very much. That's exactly what Daddy said. That's the only one. All the rest of them, whoo. You know what? Nope. Excuse me. Mature Mike. My number one critic is in here, Mrs. Nene. What's up to the queen? So I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about modern women. Because women, I found that a decent amount of women in my age range are pretty... They're trying. Even if they were led astray, they're trying to come back. They're trying to use logic. They're trying to understand things from a male perspective. And I would like to show that I appreciate them. But there's a whole lot of them chicks out here that's out of their mind, and this woman need to talk to them. But it's sad, because when she talks to them, all they're going to say is she's a pick-me, which I still don't think is derogatory, because if I want a job, I'm begging somebody to pick me. That's what the whole interview process is. Please, look, I did this. It's a resume. Look, pick me. That's life. Because I guarantee you this. For you thoughts out there calling people pick-me's, why you wearing them coochie cutters? You want somebody to pick you. I'm good. Mature Mike has spoken. Continue.
Kev, what you got on this?
Yeah, she was spitting. There's a term that kids like to use around this time. They say push and pee. So I think she was pushing P. P for pick me. It's yeah. She's talking like a pick me from what I'm seeing, because okay, yeah, never mind. I was gonna make some jokes, but I completely forgot them. But yeah, I agree with her. At the same time, I think with women that have money, I mean, they deserve to have the money. If they go to college and they do right for themselves, I don't see what the issue is. Now, attitude wise, sure, there is the attitude, but with women, I mean, they want someone who's going to be better than them. So if you're dating someone who's working as an engineer and you work at Walmart, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have someone's gonna look at you because you're, in a sense, not doing things to better yourself. Like if you're just going home and what that guy was saying is playing video games, and then she catches an attitude because she comes home after hard days of work and watches you play video games. That's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? In the eyes of a woman, right? And I'm sure there's guys out there that be like, oh, you know, you should like me for me, and you know, I'll take care of you and this and that. Sure, but you got to have the empathy to see it from her eyes, right?
Did you just invent an F-boy? You just invented an F-boy. Nobody said this dude was lazy. Nobody said he was laying around playing games. Nobody said nothing.
You know
Who's
what I'm
talking
looking
here?
for? I'm trying to find the stop moving the goalpost video that I sent you, and I cannot find it. Bro, I don't know where it is.
He got an engine and 4 tires on that goalpost.
Oh,
what did you just do?
I was going to circle back.
I'll tell you in the chat.
I promise.
Invent the argument and then fight you about the argument that he invented, not what we're talking about. That's Kevin special.
Man. Like
I'm going to circle back. I promise.
I'm literally trying to figure out what you just did there. Like all she was saying is that men, like you could have all this money, which go back to what I used to say. Men don't care about money. Like you got those bums that want you to take care of them. Fine. Most men don't care about money. We rather be the ones that give you the money. All we asking you is be the nurturer, be the support system, you know, have good sex, stuff like that. That's literally that's all we're asking. We're not asking you to take care of us. That's not what we're doing there. And you somehow is saying that like we're denigrating women for being educated and making money, and ain't nobody doing that.
No, but when I hear these talking points, like with these type of videos, they're talking down to the girls who are college educated and who are doing fine for themselves. I'm just saying that there's somebody for everybody. So yes, you are gonna have someone who might have more of an attitude with you, if you're not at her quote unquote level. And yes, it might be easier to deal with someone who might not have all the things that you're acquiring through your work. So what I'm saying is like there's those two type of women on both spectrums. It's not the fact that either woman is better or worse. It's just you got to be the type of guy that's able to handle whichever type of woman that you're dealing with. So, for example, if she is a nurturer, she's cooking for you, cleaning for you, that's great. But she is gonna find ways of testing you, like testing your gangster. Some guy flirts with you, she might be the type of chick that's like, oh, okay, well, you hold it down at home, but that guy called me out. You're not gonna, do anything. Or like I said, she's working a high level job and you're just working at Walmart, and you come home, or she comes home and catches you playing video games. She might be the type of person that cusses you out. So from what I'm saying is like there's pros and cons on both sides. You just got to figure out like what you're able to deal with, and you'll have a great woman right there, or for whatever the situation is. But go ahead.
Hey, in that situation you just said though, if you work at Walmart and she has a high level job and she catches you playing video games, 9 out of 10 she's the one that bought the game system. 9 out of 10. She's the one that bought the game system. So again, she bought the game system because she don't want you. She wants you to unwind and do that instead of possibly cheating on her, but then simultaneously using it against you to tell you how childish you are. You see the mind screw in there? You see the ridiculousness of what's going on there? You see that?
Women test you. Women test you. They got to make sure you're able to take care of her and take care of the kids and take care of the house and take care of the relationship. So yeah.
Let me say something. I'm getting kind of Mike is in love with who? Anyway, I'm getting sick and tired of this on my
I think she's listening. I think she's listening late. She's catching up from the beginning.
Oh no, Mike ain't in love. Mike just had his heart broken a couple days ago, but we'll talk about that another time. what's this level thing? Because yo, if I was working at Walmart, my girl was like a corporation or something. That don't. If she choose me and I choose her, that's the level we at. It ain't got nothing to do with how much I'm pulling in. I'm the man. That's period, point blank. I've been with a woman where I was making all the money and she didn't pay for a thing in the house, and she had a better job than me. I've been in a situation where we were both at the same job. She asked me to be a stay-at-home dad. Then she started making more money, and I was still a man in that situation. The man. She ain't never checked me. She ain't never pulled no power move on me. She ain't never tried to, I'm gonna check him and see what he did. Yo, you're living in a world with little girls, Kev. Those are little girls. Women,
So you
grown
were the
women don't
stay-at-home
play them
dad?
little games. I'm
So
trying
you
to
were the
tell you.
stay-at-home dad?
Excuse me?
You were the stay-at-home dad in that scenario?
Yes. I was a
And
stay-at-home
you're
dad,
telling me
yes.
she never cursed at you, never said anything
I'm not,
disrespectful to you?
dude, we're adults. We have arguments. I'm not saying we didn't argue.
About you
I'm
staying
saying
at
she
home?
never came home and was like, little boy, what you doing on the game? Never that. Because a woman
Never.
don't talk to me like that. A woman will not talk to me like that. I'm not a child. I'm a man. I don't know what
So she never brought
you
it
got
up,
these
ever,
little.
ever, ever.
Excuse
You're
me?
telling me.
He trying
She
to
never
fish,
brought that
man.
up that you're staying at home, ever, ever, ever. Say it. Swear. Put your left hand up and swear on the podcast.
Fishing, Mike. You fishing?
What are you asking me?
I'm just wondering if
No,
that
what are you
ever. Okay, whenever you guys argued, was that a thing that she brought up that you just stay at home, for example?
Did I stay at home?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay,
So,
I'll take your word.
She was the one who asked me to stay at home.
Ricardo asked you this question, Kev, before I go on. Now he says, now Kev, let me ask a question. So what if she was a stripper going to college to better herself in the day, but at the nighttime booty be popping? So that was in reference to earlier.
Ricardo, that's a myth from the 80s. They don't do that.
Sir,
they either go to nursing school, okay, or they decide stripping makes a lot more money, especially in this economy.
Sir, you are capping. I know 4 separate women that I'm friends with, are associated with, that I've sat at strip clubs, and instead of getting dances from girls, I've sat there and had intelligent conversations with them in G-strings, talking about classes, doing business. One of them I even took a class for. Help with a class for money. But hey, your boy got to have businesses. But I'm saying there's a whole lot of girls that strip to go to college. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to let people act like that don't exist. I'm telling you, I sat down and had conversations with girls about how to write papers better, where she's trying to help me. Yo, you got to write this 4-page. I had a conversation with a girl about how to write a dissertation once, because in my mind, I can't fathom it. That's like 200 something pages. I can't fathom it. And she told me how to, she's like, no, you got to break it down in sections. You do that. I was like, word? And she's in front of me with her breasts out. So there are some women out there that'll do it. Don't play that game. Not all of them. There's a whole lot of heifers too. There's hoes. And I'm not mad at them, but there's women out there that's doing that.
Let me ask you this.
Oh, Nini got you. I know.
Right.
He been an adult for a whole 6 years and think he done live life. He ain't even got good insurance yet. He can't rent a car.
I got the internet. That's all I need. So let me ask you this. Those strippers you talked to,
right,
when they went to college, did they go into the medical field?
One of them did, actually, yes. She's not a nurse.
Okay, so you're proving my point. Okay, I got you.
No, she's an anesthesiologist.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said.
What was the point?
He don't have one.
He ain't got no way. He just want to talk. Hey, that's my new thing. Kevin just be talking.
So let's move on to a more serious.
She is pretty.
Let's move on to a more serious story, and I'm only going to keep her face up here for a little bit. I want everybody to see this young lady. This is 19-year-old Sade Robinson. I don't know if everybody's familiar with the story, but I'm about to break it down right now. Spoiler alert, trigger warning, however you want to do it. This is a horrendous story. So put the cotton in the kid's ear. So here we go. So when 19, and this comes from CNN. So when 19-year-old Sade Robinson didn't show up for her shift at a Wisconsin pizza restaurant on April 2nd, her coworkers immediately suspected something wrong. The evening before, Robinson had planned a first date with Maxwell Anderson, 33. So she's 19. She planned a date with a 33-year-old guy that she met online. At a local seafood restaurant. According to criminal complaint against Anderson, he's now facing charges of homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and arson in connection to Robinson's death. So long and short of this, I don't have to read this whole story. They met on an app. 19-year-old beautiful black girl, as you see, and she met on the app 33-year-old white guy. They went out on a date. There's a whole text string. You could go look it up. He chopped her head off. So they found body parts like all over. They found the car burned up. They found, body parts and things like that. And here's the issue. When they went to his apartment to do the DNA testing, the blood didn't match her. So I mean, that would say, and everybody could put two and two together and see what's going on here, that maybe this isn't the first time this has happened, allegedly. But so here's a story from her father. It says Sade Robinson's father speaks out following daughter's death. For the first time after her death, Sade Robinson's father is speaking out. Authorities say the 19-year-old who was offed and mutilated after going on a date with a 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson. Her father Carlos Robinson lives in Florida, but his heart is in Milwaukee with his daughter as the search continues for her remains. Holding back tears with each breath, Carlos Robinson uttered words no father wishes to speak. For a parent to have to deal with this type of trauma and tragedy is inconceivable, he said. It's almost like I wake up to live a nightmare every day. He's living with the haunting image of his 19-year-old daughter's death. He's definitely not my daughter's type, he said. So again, it's a 33-year-old white guy. I don't know. I don't know. So I got so many questions I can't answer. Sade Robinson was last seen April 1st. The next day, a severed leg was found in Warramart Park in Kadai. Her father was in disbelief when her mother called. They came here to get my DNA to match up because they said my DNA was stronger than her mom. So I was hoping that it wasn't her that they found. Sade Robinson's car was found torched. And in the coming weeks, more body parts would be discovered across Milwaukee County. I want to know everything, but I don't know if I can handle it, Carlos said. It's devastating. Anderson is due back in court on May 16 for a scheduling conference. That little girl was my world. She changed my life, Carlos Robinson said. She was beautiful, a beautiful soul, a soul he's hoping the community can help lay to rest by seeking justice and finding the rest of her remains. So here we have a father, like we got a father right now. They're trying to find the remains of his daughter. The thing that I didn't like online, because again, YouTube is a terrible place. I mean, people on YouTube, they always try to find things to argue about. And, people always say that this show is divisive. The show isn't divisive. We literally just point out things. And at the end of the show, I always say, hey, let's try to find a way to get some common ground. I always say that. But here you have on YouTube, the biggest talking point about this has been the divestment issue. Like, oh, if she would have stayed with a black guy, this wouldn't have happened. Blah, 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 blah. That's not for me to say in this situation here. This is how I feel. 19-year-old or 33-year-old. I really think I think that age gap is too much. But again, that doesn't even really mean too much in the grand scheme of things because she's an adult legally. My bigger issue is like what he did to her. Like, we got daughters, man, and it's a lot of times I look at these stories, man, and just it hurts me more because I got a daughter, and I had to, and I had to realize that, as much as I want to protect her, this guy's her dad is all the way in Florida. She lives in Milwaukee, and he has to get the news that, his daughter is not here anymore, and not even that she's not here, but in the heinous way that she's gone, man. So I agree with the chat, man. I just want to say, rest in peace to her, man. And I hope justice is found. I mean, damn, I don't even want, like, it just sounds crazy to even be like, man, I hope they find the body parts and things like that. Cause that, when you say that out loud, that just sounds so utterly absurd that this is what we have going on. Yeah, Kev, people were saying they were doing the divestment angle and saying she was catfish. So from the stories that I saw, and again, man, it's people making YouTube videos, they were showing like the whole text message string and how he invited her to the restaurant that he worked at. So it wasn't like he took her somewhere, secluded. So again, I'm not gonna try to speculate on anything. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just saying, rest in peace to that young lady. And I hope, I hope those prisoners have their way with him. It is what it is. So what, Kev, what you got on this?
I want to. Oh, I'd say rest in peace. It's a very sad story, and I definitely feel for the men who have like daughters, because I'm sure this is something that they think about like all the time. Especially when their girls go to college or leave town or just leave the house in general. So, yeah, very sad story. And this is why I'm always preaching like for men to do better. And this is why I appreciate the fact that Dante Nero is trying to do that, and he always just preaches the term ACE. So ACE is an acronym for accountability, credibility, and empathy, and it really helps with just not only just getting women, but just understanding like people in general. Because if you're always accountable, you're always credible, like you do what you say you're gonna do, and you're always showing empathy, then you'll understand that, like, when you're going out and you see a girl and you think she's pretty and you want to holler at her, you got to understand that, depending on, her mood that day, whatever that situation is. I'm sorry, one sec. I'm sorry. Yeah. So depending on her mood that day, where you're at in the environment, there's things that's running through her head, and one of them is like, hey, I just met this guy. I don't really know who he is. Is he a threat to my life or not? Even if he's cute, even if he's not. But having the empathy to understand that, hey, whether she says yes to get to give me her phone number or no, or whether or not she wants to go on a date, it's something you just got to understand that, like, this is something that they think about a lot, and it'll definitely help with a lot of anger that men have when it comes to like dating and dealing with women in general. Because and we don't talk about on the show, but I've always said this a lot. There's plenty of situations where guys complain about like women's behavior and not being able to get a certain amount of women, but they never think that, okay, maybe something's going on in her life that I should just understand, or maybe I didn't approach the situation the way I should have to make her feel comfortable. And this is why I bring up like incels, or like situations where a guy doesn't get a phone number and he like destroys her car and different things like that. So that's the way I see it. I think if more guys just understood or had more empathy, then maybe we can have less situations like this.
All right. Shout out to Zay in the building. The MMA brothers are doing the UFC 301 preview show this Friday at 7 p.m. Mike, what you got?
I want to say this. I'm a big proponent on treating each other good or people being nice to each other and all that. But ladies, no, everybody on these dating apps. I know because of the way we're raised and because of how life seems sometimes that ain't nothing gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen to me. I've done some stupid things in my life as well. These days are different. These days are different. Back in the day, you just had to tell a pedophile, I don't want no ice cream. And that was the end of the argument. He didn't fight with you. He didn't try to grab you, throw you in the, he just rolled off and tried to find somebody else. The dude who hit women, you had to call your brother. They come over, they beat him up. He swear to never do it again. And their life will move on. These days are different. Now the pedophile dude got a whole name online that finds out all your favorite things and will have your kid leave their house and make their way all the way to their house just because he has a puppy or he has the brand new Jordans or something. Like, stuff is crazy out there, y'all. You adults on these dating apps, and this is myself included, you have worth. So you need to move in life like you have worth. You don't show up somewhere, and I'm not saying she did. You don't show up somewhere that's not in public or show up somewhere where you can be taken easily. You don't show up without a weapon. I talk to girls all the time and I'm like, part of me wishes, y'all would be nicer, but a bigger part of me is like, you got to protect yourself first. My feelings will be all right. I'll be all right. You got a little, ain't nobody worried about it. All right, cool. I'll be all right. You get home safe. That's more important than my feelings. If you need to be an a-hole to get home, be that. Be that. I don't care if you don't want to, because I've seen a lot of really nice people, nice women especially. Oh, well, I didn't want to hurt his feelings, or I didn't want to say it this way. Hey, man, be a bitch. Get home safe. Tell God you sorry. That's what Jesus is for, right? You can repent. Matter of fact, see the guy again in daylight. Be like, hey, man, I ain't mean to come off like that, but I ain't really know you, blah, 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 cool. Get home safe. Stop. This is crazy. No father should find his daughter in play. They said her body was around the city. You know how that's nuts. This dude think he what's homeboy name from the show? Dexter. He think he Dexter. He wrapping up body parts and dropping them in trash cans around us. That's crazy. And it ain't his first. He did it too smooth. He got away. I didn't see any video of him. Did you?
Well, I don't want to say anything, but the fact that they're saying the blood wasn't hers at his place,
he a professional by now.
Yeah,
doing this.
Yeah, that throws me off.
And they don't care about our black girls when they go missing. He probably been doing this with impunity. Just been walking around chilling. Oh, I'm gonna get me another color today. Hey, girl. Hey, look here, ladies. Anyone that knows me to tell you I want love like a mug, I want it. I even had somebody here come in there. Mike's in love, like I love that much. Love ain't as important as your life. You'll be all right. If the dude want to meet you that bad, he'll meet you in public. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings right up the street. You can meet there. And if you don't feel comfortable, have somebody walk you out. I don't even know you. I'd walk you to your car. Me and dude could scrap. It makes no sense. Get home. Don't worry about people's feelings. Don't worry about none of it. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but I'm upset. Like, this is crazy. A beautiful young lady is gone because some crazy white. Mm-hmm. Be careful. I'm gonna shut up. Mature Mike has spoken. I'm done.
Before we move on, I'm gonna push back on the be a bitch part because I've seen plenty of videos and I've seen it in real life where a guy would not take the answer no, and the girl would bitch him out, and then he would just beat him up, or a group of guys would just beat her up. So I would say keep it polite, but make sure you make sure you get home.
You ain't see that nowhere, Kevin. Don't start that.
What you mean?
Don't start. You ain't see no girl tell no dude, I don't want to dance with you, and then a bunch of guys jumped her. You ain't see that. That didn't happen.
You know I'm from the hood, right?
So
I'm from the same. Yo, me and you chill together. Miss me. You ain't see that.
So you're telling me that does not happen?
I'm telling you, a girl don't tell a man I don't want to dance and then get jumped by a bunch of dudes. I'm saying it.
I didn't say that for that scenario, but yeah, there was a news story.
You just said it. Everybody heard you just say it.
You have to listen to that, brother. I know you want to feel right, but you're not right in the situation.
Hey, Trevor, did he just say that?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Moving along.
So
I'm from the hood party, or what's his name? Carlos, whatever.
Again, man. Again, condolences to the young ladies. Kevin J says, but being a bitch still gets women assaulted. They're having to manage their responsibilities, not hurting the man's ego. So this story just absolutely annihilates the main event story. Man, this ain't looking good for my thoughts on the main event. I know Kevin is just laughing his ass off right now, but nevertheless, shout out to Thinking Black in the building. Shout out to Thinking Black in the building. Nene. What did Nene say earlier? Oh, Nene says she's glad that she's not in the dating thing anymore. She don't have to date in this society. And to that, Nene, I just say you're welcome.
Talk your stuff. Let them know.
So, yeah, man, I couldn't do it, man. With all these, it's crazy. It's like this is literally, we watch enough Tubi movies to see those movies are being based off of real scenarios. So it ain't like they just making. Like they're making a lot of this stuff up, man. A lot of this stuff is based off of real scenarios. So again, no condolences to the young lady, man. I hope she gets justice, and I hope that guy gets. See, that's why Nene is the GOAT. You see what she said? I'm not even gonna argue back with you. I mean, it is what it is. That's why she's the GOAT. But I hope that guy gets the justice, absolute street justice to him. And that's enough said. That's all it is. I did go ahead and just turn the ad revenue off on this because I know they're gonna go ahead and try to mess with the show. But nevertheless, that's all good. But I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop our voice from being heard. So I don't know how to pivot from this, but we do have to pivot from this to get on to the main event. And there's no better way than with a Mike's Top 10.
Being right isn't always the point.
Let's go. Old hoes got new tricks. Old folks ain't my new whips. Old chill spots got upgraded. F vodka and Netflix. Old James for these new fits. Old Blaze backwoods fifth. Old bills that I got them faded. Now deposits and checks ripped. My old homies was reckless. Whipping in the bando. Couple white girls jiggling topless. Rock mixed with thoughtness. Rock life recognized. Far from a thug, but I got mine. And an 18-month-old with my initials giving me the 9 to pop mine. And it's registered. So I sit next to your body while you shot crime. Card in my hand on my head. Tell a popo, yeah, I shot mine. Stop lying. That confession, that shit was so cold. Another nigga beef that was watched last week, man, that shit was so cold.
Stop moving the goalpost.
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Oh man, it is now time for Mike's Top 10. And ladies, I have dropped the link in the chat, so immediately as he's done, you guys can come on and join the panel so we could hop into the main event and get out of here. Because again, I have a hard out by 8. No Diddy. Mike, what is the top 10 for today?
All right, I'm a little nervous about this one. It's the Mike's top 10 suckiest parts about getting old.
All right. So
iffy on this one.
Today's top 10 is Mike's top 10 suckiest parts about getting old. Number 10, Mike.
Number 10, random ass sounds. Like I'm sitting down chilling, I lean to the left a little bit and my stomach, I'm like, what? My knees, I'm like, What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Where? I didn't make any of these sounds in my 20s, bro. I got up. I was, what? What? Not a fan, sir. Not a fan. These random sounds for the birds. I'm good on that.
Number 9.
Number 9. Your body just don't work with you no more. Like, what is, bro? I used to do so, bro. You know how I used to go up to you know how they have a rail? You lean back and then you just yank your whole body off the rail and just do the little jump. Remember we used to do that in high school? I tried to do that the other day. Boy, I thought I had a hernia in my kneecap. Like, I don't even know how that worked. How you get a hernia in your kneecap? It was insane. I saw something coming the other day. I tried to make a little quick move, and my body was like, just let it hit you, bro. And it just hit me in the chest. It's a wrap. And don't even talk about like some after dark stuff. I saw a move. I was like, man, let's just go back to that regular. We're gonna go back to that regular, ma. We're gonna go back to that regular. I ain't doing none of that.
Ain't nothing worse than getting them cramps in the back of your leg. Number 8, Mike.
These stray gray hairs. Bruh, I knew this was gonna happen. I thought this was gonna happen, but I ain't gonna like just one here, one down there. And now a lady see it for the first time. It's like, ooh, what you got, seasoning? You got seasoning in your balls. What? I can't even see. I ain't know what was that. Bruh, don't nothing hurt worse than I'm coming out the shower. My daughter woke up. How come this one a different color? If you don't go clean your room. My fault. I didn't mean to mush you, boo-boo. My bad.
Number 7, Mike.
Dreams and reality. These bills just ain't gonna stop. They not gonna stop. And guess what? I'm not winning the lotto. I don't know what I had if I win the lotto, I used to sit outside smoking with my friends, talking about what we do. Yo, I'm gonna buy a car. The whole car gonna be chrome. Oh, bump the rims and go. Nah, bro. You just gonna have a mortgage, life insurance bill. Guess what? Gas keep going up. Every time you bought a new car, guess what? Something wrong with it already. Like Richard Pryor said, as soon as you get a house, some cost $2,000 to fix. Brand new house, $2,000. Fix what? We don't know. We just gonna take the $2,000. Something gonna happen. Don't worry about it. That's how it is. Oh my God. These bills just ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, I got something I got to fix on right now. Number 6, Mike.
You're at that age. You know that age? Your older family members going out. The younger ones looking at you like you crazy. Your friends start disappearing. It's just at that age, man. You can't be at the club anymore. You try to go, man, let me go out. Nah. Somebody, hey, what you doing here, old dude? Hey, man, my name ain't old dude. Yeah, it is. Get your ass out the club. This ain't for you no more. Go home. I'm just saying.
Number 5.
Number 5 hurts my feelings a little bit, right? Your favorite songs from your youth start to get sampled. Who told you could sample 50 R. Kelly, Nelly? What? No, Lil Wayne. I'm not that old for you to be. You're supposed to be sampling Luther. Look, what did you? If I saw Justin Timberlake said like, word, and then I saw him and I was like, yeah, he old, yeah, bruh. When your music start getting sampled, you ain't cool no more. It's over.
Number 4.
Technology with your parents and your older siblings and your older family members. You know how hard it hurts to have to look at somebody that you learn so much from and be like, so you telling me you can't send an email? No, I've been trying to send an email all day. You on your phone all day and you don't know how to send an email, Grandma? But I'm trying to, Grandma, it says send right there. It says send. It says send. Just push the button. Well, why are you getting mad? It's just, I push send and don't do that. You got to push it with your finger. I can't use my nail. Grandma's heat. I'm sorry. Bring back flashbacks. My bad.
Now we're down to the top three. Your top three. Number 3, Mike.
Technology. But from the other side. You know how bad it feels to have a little kid have to show you how to do something on the phone? You know how bad it feels when my daughter pick up an iPad and go, but daddy, all you need to do is configure this and and I'm like, I'm just trying to play the game. Can you just put it back on solitaire? Like, what is it? And she look at me like, daddy, you on your iPhone all day. You don't see the button right there? What button? It says send. Put send. I'm not old enough to be going through this. Why is my child from NASA and I can't figure out how to program my phone? It don't make no sense. I don't understand.
Number 2.
Number 2, it's a special pain. Erectile dysfunction and menopause. Hey, man, I don't know why God messing around. I don't know why God playing. It don't make no sense. Why you let people live longer, but the fun part stops? That don't make no sense. And people keep saying that they affect the people. Yo, ED don't affect men. It affects women. I have never heard a woman speak so angrily about erectile dysfunction than when me and matter of fact, that's the person right there. Yo, when I tell you, she's like, I just can't do it. I would never. And I hear men talk to say, well, yo, what I'm gonna do with this dried up coochie, bro? Like, why would you do that, God? That's not funny. It should be the other way around. It shouldn't start working till you 22. Because you ain't doing nothing but messing your life up before then. That's how I feel. I'm going to leave it at that.
And the number 1 top Mike's most suckiest thing about getting old is?
Young people. You know, yo, you ever walk around feeling real good and then some kid roll like, hey, look at him over there thinking he fly. That happened to a dude the other day. Did you see the video? That man was walking. They took a picture of him. That old man thought he was styling. He looked good to me. But apparently he whack. I went to work the other day in a balling ass outfit. And the girl looked at me and said, boy, you'd have been real cute in 02. I said, little heifer, I'll choke you. I will choke you. Bro, young people make me, bro, and they act like you like, oh, I just turned 40. Oh my God, how are you still breathing? You ain't got a walker? What? That's all. And you know what's the worst part about it? That used to be us. We used to do the same thing. I remember when I heard somebody tell me they was 30 when I was 18, and I was like, what, you getting them AARP joints already? And that's us now. That's us. Man, it's the shit. I was at McDonald's and I had on a mask and the girl was like, damn, you kind of cute. Pull your mask down. I'll pull it down. And she was like, oh, I ain't ready for a salt and pepper, babe. You can keep going. I was like, wow. Life and getting old sucks.
And there you have it. Mike's top 10 suckiest things about getting old. I'll have a closing next week. Just a real quick closing. I already have one in my mind. Y'all make sure and continuously pepper Mike with your ideas of these top 10s. Also pepper him to actually for him to clip them and make single videos for them.
You're going to make me yell at you because that was my idea in the first place. And then you took it and made your whatever the fives.
Five count in the top 10 is way too different things.
That wasn't my idea. I was gonna make it a little 30-minute thing. You was like, nah, just do it on the show. And then went in the back and was like,
it's way too different things. But you do touch on kids making you so. Me and my wife went out. Talking about me and my daughter. Me and my wife went out. I think it was our anniversary, and here I am. I mean, I just know I'm the flyest thing on the earth. I got on a nice shirt. And I decided to throw a pop of color in there and wear maroon pants because I like to wear different colored pants sometimes. Nice slacks. So my wife comes out and my daughter's like, "Oh, mommy, you look so good," and blah, blah, blah. So now I pop around the corner because I got my loafers on and my shades and my beard is glistening.
You knew you
My
was the
daughter
shit.
looked at me. My daughter said, "Daddy, what do you have on? You look like Elvis."
Wow.
I'm like, what the?
That's how you get sent to bed early.
Bro, and I felt, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I really felt some type of way because I'm like, man, my daughter normally be riding for me, telling me how great I look and everything. And she ain't kid. One thing about kids don't lie. So if you all you gonna get is honesty from these kids. So top 10 pickup lines is coming.
I'm gonna write that
Maria
down. We'll
G
see.
says top 10 pickup lines.
Oh, I'm watching.
Yeah, that, oh man, yeah. He got that New York swag. Hey, listen, Mike was I'm not gonna tell that one, but whatever. Yeah, Mike got some game, man. I'm very interested to hear his pickup line. So Nene, if you coming on, go ahead and hit the link in the chat. I'm very interested to hear what you got to say about this. Kevin J, I know you say you don't want to come on, but nevertheless, you send it to me, so I kind of feel obligated for you to come on. Hell, I'm even interested to hear what Cliff has to say. But I
Hey, Nene
assure
said
you,
she kept going. She kept leaning into you.
yeah. Oh man, she was pressuring me the whole night. I'm like, damn, chick, what's wrong with you? I'm like,
Hey,
you
don't
don't.
feel bad.
I'm like, I pay all your bills. Like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like,
Don't feel bad. My daughter got me the other day. She was like, "So, Daddy," I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "So, you know how mommy got married?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "So you just ain't gonna have a girlfriend or nothing? Like, you ain't gonna do?"
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, "You met one of my girls?" She's like, "Yeah, but that was a long time ago, Daddy. I was like 8. I'm 10 now. Like, what we doing?" I was like, "Yo, you know you could go to bed. Like, you could be in bed right now."
Kids ain't shit, boy. I tell you, love them to
Facts.
death, but they ain't shit. Look at that. Maria
Facts.
G says top 10 Kevin lines.
There's only
So
one Kevin line. Everything else is just simptastic.
now Kev got some lines. You got to go back in the archives and listen to him. And Nene saying, let her know a good day for the Canvas session via Zoom. She'll schedule something. Shout out to the political prophet amongst men. Hey, MD, we doing God and government
She
tonight?
did, twin. She did.
Yeah, MD, y'all check out MD's channel, man. MD got a show with my favorite YouTuber, Gideon Prime. They do a show called God and Government. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out because everything that Wayne is, Gideon is just Christian. So it's
Hey,
amplified with complete chaos.
everybody go check it out. MD has a show with my favorite YouTuber, others, on Tuesdays on Tape Fist Politics.
Yeah,
That
y'all,
guy's awesome.
yeah, y'all check out Tapers Politics tomorrow night. They will be doing the politics of weapons. So, not tonight. We're doing it every other week. Okay, so what you got tired, Donovan McNabb? You got tired in the Super Bowl? That's what you told me when I decided to go bi-weekly on the shows. So, all right, I do see Moon Goddess is up here. What's up, Moon Goddess?
Hello. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey,
Hey,
Shaka.
John. Hey. How
Yo,
are
he
you?
immediately with the voice. Immediately with the voice.
Nah, it's just my natural voice.
That's his
Yeah, all
natural
right. What's
voice.
up,
That's
Shock?
right. Nothing. What's good, Mike?
I'm chilling, mama.
Mature
All right,
Mike. Mature Mike. Mature Mike.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
all right. So
I
we ain't
hate
we
y'all.
ain't
Stop. Right. Let's go.
we we ain't got long to rock out on this because again I got a hard out and I still haven't even had dinner yet. But there's been a string of videos going around and my cousin Kevin been sending me these videos, so I grabbed a few and stitched them together. So it's going to be one long video, but we'll get the drift of it, and then we'll discuss. Hell, the conversation we had earlier about the young lady, though, man, it's not looking good for my thoughts on this. But nevertheless, I'm gonna still die on my sword. So I'm gonna die on my shield. My bad. So here we go. Let's check out this video.
With a man or bear?
Bear. Man is scary.
With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear. Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
a bear.
I would say a man.
I said women!
Gary Hilton. He's also known as the National Forest serial killer. Between 2007 and 2008, he has unalived 4 women, potentially more. Their bodies were almost always found brutalized and dismembered. This is Laken Riley, whose beaten body was discovered earlier this year after she went missing on a running trail on her campus. This is 24-year-old Felicia Johnson, who in 2022 was reported missing from her hotel in Houston after her cell phone and purse were found bloodied in a nearby park. A year later, they found her body in a bag dismembered in the forest. The man who allegedly did it, while charged, has not been caught. In 2022 alone, over 4,000 women in the United States were unalived, and over 442,000 were raped or SA'd. Conversely, there's an average of 1 black bear attack a year, most of them non-fatal. And between 2000 and 2015, 24 people have been unalived by a grizzly bear in the entirety of North America. This is the real world, and while you might be upset by it, you might feel like you don't understand why you're being lumped in with all these other guys because it'll never be you. The reality is you probably know a woman who has been in one of these situations and likely a man who has put her there. Conversely, you'll probably never meet anyone who's been attacked by a bear. And the reality of the situation is women will always pick the bear because at least the bear is predictable. And we know that there are fates worse than
women! I said women!
The comment that took the cake for me with that trend of everyone asking, would you rather be trapped inside the woods with like a bear or a man? Someone in the comments said, yeah, I'd rather be trapped with a bear because at least everyone would believe me if the bear attacked me. And that just makes me also think about the fact that if the bear were to attack you, you just know like that's just gonna be that for you. But if you're in the woods with a man and he attacks you, you might not even survive that either. But it's the fact that in the process, you'll be tortured in a different way. That man can take something from you of which you can never get back. You see what I'm saying? But if you cross a bear, it's like best case scenario, you're just gonna be lunch.
I said women!
Started the whole would you rather be in the forest with a man or a bear conversation as a way to fish for compliments. And they didn't get them, and now they are heated. And the question was never asked from a genuine place, because duh, but it really highlights the fact that we will never stop having these conversations because they don't want the answer. They just want affirmation that they're not that bad. And because that's all they seek, they're never going to get it. I mean, they don't even consider other perspectives enough to understand they asked the wrong question. They're asking from the standpoint of survivability. In their heads, because every bear attacks on sight, of course you would pick a man because you're more likely to survive. And that's all they have to hang their hat on. They can't guarantee that they're less violent because they're not, or that the torture, pain, and suffering would end sooner because it won't. I mean, they have nothing else but to say, you're more likely to survive. And women are like, hey, yo, I don't wanna. Because men cannot fathom a fate worse than death. Because they cannot wrap their brains around the brutality that happens at the hands of men. Because they cannot fathom the idea that women are like, I would rather lose my life to someone who is logically going to take it, like a bear who's just trying to survive, as opposed to a man who just wanted to on a random Tuesday. They are flabbergasted and upset by the answers to this question because they cannot see an alternative perspective. And so while they're arguing for their lives over this silly hypothetical so that maybe they can get some affirmation that men are just not that bad, the harm and violence is continuing. Instead of holding men accountable and working to dismantle the patriarchy so that women can feel safer in the woods with a strange man than with a bear, they're just upset that we don't because they cannot fathom another perspective. And not only is it just frustrating as a woman to hear, because deep down, you know that they know that this is the reality. It's why they treat their daughters that way. But it's also just kind of sad to see on their behalf. Because I don't want men to feel bad about themselves. I don't want them to feel like every single woman is terrified of them and sees them in this dark light. I can imagine how upsetting that might feel. But until they consider how upsetting it is to live in a reality where a bear makes you feel safer than a man, it just ain't that deep. It's just not. They're just fishing for compliments.
Women! I said women!
All right, let me get serious here. When I made this last night, the reason I kept putting the women thing in there, first of all, because it's funny as hell. But second of all, because it just was a constant women's point of view, next women's point of view, women. But in light of what we heard of the story we talked about earlier, I will say I changed my mind. We do have a woman on the panel though, so I will ask you the question. I heard you already gave your answer, but I didn't want to know it until this very moment. So, Moon Goddess, would you rather be stuck in the forest with a bear or a man?
Honestly, God, but I know that's not an option. So if I had to choose between man versus bear, yeah, I'm going with bear. I am definitely going with bear. If I got to choose the man, that's a different story. But I'm just going with the context. We don't get a choice of man, we just get a man or a bear. So with just a random man or a bear, I guess random bear, I'm gonna go with bear. It's literally stated by a lot of the clips in the videos, but I had already kind of had my answer. Women, not all men are horrible, okay? Not all men are bad. Not all men are out to hurt, kill, whatever. I get that. I'm not trying to generalize anything here. But a random man who I don't know, based upon that Sade Robinson story and just life in general, men are scary. I can honestly say that I have been assaulted by the men that I have been assaulted by physically, sexually, mentally, emotionally, verbally, spiritually. Like a bear's never done anything to me. A bear's going to be fight or flight, right? So I know that if I scare this bear or if the bear feels frightened, it's going to do what? Protect its surrounding, protect itself. So I'm going to die. I get that. A man who woos me on the internet, woos me over the phone, woos me in person, there's no predictability. So if I had to choose, I'm going to go bear.
All right, so we got about 22 minutes. So I kind of just want this to be a round table, so don't nobody get too long winded. But we're just gonna have a conversation. Kev, I'll start with you though. How you feel when you see something like this? Because like I kind of flipped what I was going to say based on the Sade Robinson story, because me and my cousin Kevin were going back and forth with this a lot yesterday, and I had a lot of terrible things to say. But the more that I'm thinking about it and the more I'm actually listening to what these women are saying, and the part that bothered me the most is that there was a man. This didn't come from a woman. That a woman isn't the one who brought up the question. That's the part there. A man is the one who brought it up. And that's the damning part there. So Kev, what'd you think about this?
Well, first thing I'm thinking of is what's the last girl's Instagram? Because she was pretty cute. I don't know if you guys have it, but if you can, just put it in the chat or DM me or whatever.
Man, we got 20 minutes, man. Stop trying to cope, man.
Nah, she was cute. I love chocolate, but yeah, like I told you guys in the WhatsApp. I mean, they said they doubted Jesus. They said Jesus was wrong, and when you guys go back in the archive, you're gonna see, Kevin does have a damn point. Maybe he's not just spouting nonsense in the mic. This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying. Accountability, credibility, empathy. It's what I've literally been saying. So yes, when it comes to you being a man, yeah, you can answer the question differently because you can defend yourself. Yes, you can do that. So you, man or bear, it probably wouldn't even matter to you. You can pick either or. But with a woman, it's completely different. They have their own biology. They have their own motives and their own purpose, et cetera, et cetera. And you got to understand that you might be a nice guy, but you have to understand that either or you are a threat until you show otherwise. Right? That's what women have to go through every single day. And it's crazy that guys would like flip the script. And this is why I wish Wayne was here as well. I want to see
Yeah,
what
I wanted Wayne to be here so bad for this.
Facts, because I want to call him out with the whole, but statistics, 0.001% of the population. Okay, but I don't want to be part of the statistic. That's the point. I don't want to be 0.001%. If you was a woman with a vagina, you'd understand. A natural woman, by the way, you'd understand. You don't want to be part of the statistics. That's why I keep beating it over the head. And I'm going to continue doing it. And I'm going to tell men, if you want to have sex with a girl, just let her know. So that way she don't think you're a creep. And if she says no, okay, you have your answer. You can move on. But guys rather be sensitive. And I understand because there's gender bender chemicals in the foods and things like that. But it's like, hold on. Okay, that's my point. I gotta quiet the dog. But yeah, you know, empathy.
Who fell off?
That's my thing. Hold on, that's my dog.
Ramon got
I'll
us.
get him.
Shaka fella. All right, Mike, get in there so we could all jump in there because yeah, I want us all to just go at this.
I gotta break out a different hat.
And shout out to Bones in the building.
I gotta get my New York hat. Okay. I'm going to do my best to be mature, Mike, for this. All right. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm not gonna be demonstrative. I'm just gonna speak. Okay. Trevor, just give me a head nod. The question is, if you were going to be trapped in the woods with a man or a bear, who would you choose? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All y'all out of y'all damn mind. Something's wrong with y'all. Seriously. The question didn't say you're gonna be in the woods and have to live there, or you're gonna, I'm not even gonna say that. Bump that. I won't even go there. Did you know, Trevor, in 2019, 10,420 women died from motor vehicle crashes. So women are gonna stop driving cars. Did you know that? And a million of them were injured. So they're just gonna, y'all don't make no damn sense. It is, of all the men you walk past in your life, right? All the men you walk past in your life, all the men that every woman has walked past in their life, this minute sand grain amount have done the things that you guys are thinking. And that's the first thing you think? That's the first thing you think. You telling me something ain't wrong with y'all? You're in the woods, and the first thing you're thinking about is a guy trying to take your cookies. That don't seem like weird? If I'm in the woods and they say, okay, you want to be in the woods with an alien or a bear, I don't even know what kind of alien it is. I'm gonna choose the thing that might not eat me. Have you ever seen The Revenant? You ever seen that movie with Leo DiCaprio and the bear? No, go watch it. Go watch what the bear did to him. Hold on, baby. Go watch what the bear did to him. Bears don't just, y'all acting like the bear's just gonna kill me and it's gonna be over. Hey, go to the nature show and look up how animals are dying. I just watched a kimono dragon eat a bat. The bat screamed all the way down its throat. You can hear it in the gullet screaming for its life. Being eaten is not fun. You're not gonna fight a bear. You're not. You're not gonna fight a bear. I don't care what you think. You're not
There
gonna
was a
fight
joke. There
a
was a
bear.
joke there, but I'm not gonna say.
I'm pissed off right now. This is just the essence of women just be talking. And I hear Nene tell me all the time, Michael, generalization is wrong. And then I watch every single woman generalize men through all of the videos you just showed. Oh, well, you know how men are this, and you know men are that, and you know men are like this. What? Word? Yo. And this is gonna come off weird. Am I yelling? I'm sorry. If you give me the choice, Michael, I want you to be in the woods with a bear or a man that's a rapist and wants your butt. I'm still gonna choose the man. There's a chance I can win. There are branches around. There's dirt on the ground. I could throw it in the man's eye and kill him. Guess what I'm not gonna do? Throw it in the bear's eye and kill the bear. It's not going to happen. You don't beat the bear. And this whole thing about, oh, well, there's things worse than death. Hey, check this out. Unless you have been maimed by a large animal, big cat or bigger, and had meat stripped from you while you're still alive, and had an animal grab your neck with its teeth and crush your larynx or larynx, depending on where you grew up, and leave you there to die as it starts to eat your organs while you're breathing, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. You can get over anything else. You can get over anything mentally. You can get over any trauma. You can get over anything in life as a human being. You can get counseling. You can get therapy, whole bunch of stuff. You don't get over a bear grabbing you by your lower hip and ripping a strip up to your left shoulder and eating it in front of you. You don't get over that. You don't. And even if you live, you don't get over that. You don't. I don't care what it is. You guys, no one said anything about assault. You guys invented that this super assault man is gonna show up in the woods. Guess what? What if it was freaking Bill Nye and he shows up and he has a what do you call it? A leaf and a paper clip and teach you how to find north, and now you find your way out. What if it's that guy Bear Grylls who knows how to find food and water in the no? It's gonna be a man who wants my booty. No, if I'm stuck in the woods too, I don't give a damn about your coochie. Care about your coochie? It's been 1 minute. You're telling me within a minute of a man seeing you in the woods, his immediate reaction is, I gotta rape her. Excuse me, grape her. I gotta grape this. I'm not worried about getting back to civilization. I gotta grape. Yo, what I'm saying sounds just as silly as what y'all are saying. That somebody's going to immediately think about essaying somebody in the woods. That is madness. That is madness to the point where you're gonna fight an animal that weighs a ton.
Yeah, so hold up, because we only got a couple. We only have a couple of minutes.
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, we only got a couple of minutes, and I know they undisciplined. They ready to jump on you.
I'll get off the screen.
But what I will say though, because my position changed back now. Listening to Mike, you damn right, because I was pissed when Kevin kept sending me these. I just stopped listening to it because I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. You guys are literally building up a whole story based off of a 0.5% of all the men in the world. Because again, we judge us by the worst of us, and we try to act like all men are terrible. When I'm pretty sure that the 3 men that's standing on this stage, the men that are in the chat right now, if you had your choice to take one of us over a grizzly bear in the woods, you would absolutely pick one of us. It is a very broad generalization. You guys love to talk about how we always generalize, and we always put, like I used to mess with a girl who used to say, don't category me. It's just the dumbest damn thing in the world. But that's what you guys, and I'm not saying you on the panel, but I'm saying that's what these women are doing. They are categorying men because they're literally taking probably one bad experience and now lumping that on every single man in the world. When the truth of the matter is, we literally just want to play our video games and we don't give a damn about harming you in the forest. But y'all go ahead. Let's just have a quick runabout before we like while we go at it. Because Moon Goddess, I hear you. I hear you with your hemming and hawing. Let's go.
I heard it.
Okay, so first of all, I was not saying, oh, men are gonna come and they just want my cookie, so I'd rather be with the bear to fight my, whatever, because I think I could take on the bear. I'm not trying to fight the bear. Plus, I'm getting a random man. So yes, I agree with you, Trevor. If it was a man on this panel, absolutely, I'd probably take my chances with y'all. I have a better understanding, a better knowledge. I get where y'all coming from. But when it comes to a random man, like I just said, Mike, until you have been raped by a man, please don't say, oh, you can survive that. You can go to counseling. You can get over that. You can do whatever. No, you don't ever get over it. You're going to always feel some type of way. And there are men, not all men, but there are men out there who literally want to do is assault and attack women for whatever reason. So it's something wrong with them, not us, for thinking that that's the case. If you look at statistics, statistics show that 1 in 4 or 1 in 7 women are going to be assaulted by a man. When you look at statistics, it shows that I have a 2.1 million chance of being assaulted or attacked by a bear.
Ma'am, number one, I would like to state, she spoke to me. Number one, I would like to state that none of my comments were meant to you.
No, I know.
I didn't even say your name. I know. I'm just saying that because you said me. Number two, I would like to state that you are sitting here on this panel. You are speaking cohesively. You're making sense. and you're a beautiful woman that I get to talk to all the time, and I get to talk to you. That means you survived. I'm not saying it was good. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not even judging it. It was none of my concern unless you want to talk to me about it. But
No,
you're
I hear
here.
you.
But you're here. Okay? And I'm not saying you want to fight the bear. The question is, if you're in the forest, would you rather a random guy or a bear? I don't care who the random guy is. You can leave me out there with David Koresh. You can leave me out there with Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm choosing Jeffrey Dahmer. The bear is going to fuck you up. Period. Even guess what? I'm not gonna fight the bear. The bear don't ask. It's not gonna ask, hey, you want to fight? The bear's just gonna kill you. Your
Right.
lunch. That's
Right.
what
That's what I
bears
said.
do.
I agree because I said bears are usually fight or flight, right? So
But
that's the bear
where did the
response.
fighting come from though? Because nobody in the
Oh, I
video
don't
said
know.
anything about fighting the
No.
bear.
I don't. I
Right,
was
but
replying to Mike when he said, "Oh, everybody," or somebody in the chat, I think, said something about you're not going to win fighting the bear, and I was like, it's not even about fighting the bear. I'm not trying to fight nobody. I just want to survive.
there is no fighting a bear. Bears
Right.
are strong. Go ahead, Kev.
So as soon as the queen, Shaka, said, I was just ready to, I was so ready to pounce on you.
Let me mute up.
Pause. But as soon as the queen did that, I was so ready. But you did mention that you would put your butt on the line, your booty on the line. Because I was definitely gonna make up a scenario of, okay, if it was a gay dude you're stuck on an island with, would you take your chances? So you said yes. So okay,
I'll beat the
as
gay
long as
dude down
you
and make him go get me coconuts.
okay, but you're speaking as a man, so
Speaking as a human.
you're speaking as a man.
It could be
So
Hulk Hogan. It could be a dude who's 6'8". I'm gonna fight till I can't fight no more. If he win, cool. You got this round, and then when he fall asleep, I'm gonna rip his throat out.
right, you're
And then
speaking
I'm
in
gonna
the
go to
position of a
counseling.
man, right? So I don't think I think it's weird to speak as if you were I think it's weird to put your opinion as if you are a woman and to put put things that are important to women and say that they're null and void. I think that's weird. But
okay.
In general, I don't blame anybody for picking the bear, to be honest. Because with the bear, I mean, we're human. We're designed for for animals to fear us. So as long as you don't mess with the bear, and who knows what type of bear you're messing with, but
it don't matter.
As long as you don't mess with the bear, then I'm pretty sure it's gonna leave you alone. And if
No,
anything, you
you're
can use it to
wrong,
find
sir.
food.
Well,
You're
I am
wrong.
correct
hold on, because I think we're looking at this. We're not looking at this how they were
You're
talking in the
wrong.
video. We're looking at this. Kevin brings up a great point. As men, I do think we have to remember that we don't experience other men the same way as women. Because like I look at Mike and I hear Mike's going to defend himself. He named all these crazy serial offers and things like that. I think I'd like Mike's chances against a Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I
I'll
mean?
beat the
I
brakes off
wouldn't
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I wouldn't like Moon Goddess's chance against Jeffrey Dahmer. So here's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna, as much as I say that the videos are stupid because they're just lumping all men into everything. That's where we are now in society. Because if I call Sexy Red a scuzz bucket, then everybody gonna take offense to that and lump themselves in them. That's where we are today. So we just got to deal with it. But my whole thing is I don't ever want to come off like I'm not. I can take care of myself. My wife in a situation with random man X is probably not going to fare well without me being there. And that's just the nature of the situation. So I'm going to feel a little bit of sympathy, not a lot, that maybe that's where they're trying to come at. And again, no, Nene, we haven't seen the original video. Kevin, if you could find it, send it to me. Because the man absolutely is the one that started this. So what do you think, Mike, to the point where she said that the only reason the man asked this question is because he wanted compliments from women? I think that's totally stupid. That's ridiculous.
And first off, I want to answer what he said. Mr. Kev J, I'm not telling women how to feel or how they should experience life. I'm not trying to speak from a woman's point of view. I'm speaking from a human point of view. As a human being that wants to live, you choose the thing you can fight better. That's it. It's not about, that's why I say it don't matter who the person is. It don't matter. Because, yo, Moon Goddess is Moon Goddess. If Moon Goddess and she's on an island and they like, the random person is Kevin, I wholeheartedly believe Moon Goddess will whoop Kevin ass. Wholeheartedly believe that. Whoop his ass and have him climbing up the tree for coconuts to feed her. I wholeheartedly believe that. I'm saying the chance that the random guy will not be a rapist, will not be a murderer, will not be, is too high to choose that over the bear, to choose the bear over that. It's way too high that the person could just be the person could just be a person. The chance is way too high for you not to choose that. You have to choose that. It don't matter if you're a woman. It don't matter if you're afraid. It don't matter if you're a 2-year-old. You choose the human.
So
it don't matter. Simple.
So can I ask a question?
Please.
Being the father of a daughter, right?
She's right there.
Trevor, you as well. If your daughter was now stuck in this woods or this forest or whatever with a random man or a bear, you're gonna what would you think? Would that change your perspective on it at all or no?
No, and I'll tell you why. If my daughter is stuck with a random man, there's a high chance she'll be alive for me to find her. If she's stuck with the bear, there is a 0% chance I'll ever see her again. She will be bear excrement.
Okay.
I don't get what y'all ain't understanding. There's a hierarchy of needs.
The same thing that we feel like that you're not understanding.
I can't answer that question that way, Moon Goddess, because again, I just read the Sade Robinson deal. I mean, that was a young lady. That was a young lady going out. That was a young lady going out with somebody that she talked to on an app for a date, and she ended up going back to his apartment and ended up getting messed up. I mean,
the bear isn't in a city, Trevor. The bear isn't in a city.
That's not
it's on an island.
That's why I think we having multiple. You know what? I found it. Hell, I'm getting to use this.
It's on an island. Yes, that's what y'all doing. Y'all moving the goalposts.
I don't think we
island.
are.
You're on an island. We none of us here on this chat, none of us on this panel know how to survive on an island.
I have a point to make too.
None of us. If you're on an island with a bear, you're dead. There's one thing you're waiting for: the bear to be hungry.
2.1 million chance.
That's it.
Nope. I got a 2.1 million chance of getting attacked by a bear.
So, Mike, what about all the stats
you got a 2.1 million chance of getting attacked by a bear in regular life. If you're in an island that's just you and the bear, you got a 100% chance.
What about all the stats? What about all the stats that show bears not to attack humans? And not for nothing. Zay is Mr. Zay is Mr. Captain Planet. So he's on here. If he wants to come on, he'll tell us exactly what bears do.
But not all men attack women either.
Say it again.
But not all men attack women either. We're just saying, if I had a choice of being in this forest or in the woods with a bear or a random man, I'm gonna take my chances with the bear. Even if I die, I'm gonna take that's how much I have been let down in life by random men, that I'd rather take my chances with a bear mauling me to death.
Wow.
That's
you know what?
No, I agree.
That's me.
That's
I'm not speaking for all women. I'm not speaking. That's me.
You know what that is, Trevor? That's like saying there's two women, okay? There's two women in a bed, and you have to decide which one to sleep with. You're single. You got to decide which one to sleep with. One has herpes, and one has razor blades in her vagina. Who you choosing, Trevor?
I'm taking the herpes.
Have to choose one.
Where's the goalpost icon?
Yeah, I'm trying to think because that wasn't the video.
Now we talking about herpes and razor blades. What?
Yes, your razor blades is going to hurt no matter what. You might get herpes, you might not get it, you might not get anything, you might get it and go, but you'll be alive. I don't understand what's wrong. Something wrong.
You putting in this comment up? He sounds just like me.
I don't sound nothing like you.
He's just making up
Something wrong with
scenarios.
y'all. Something wrong with y'all. But you know what? Hey,
That's
ladies,
fine.
if you feel better out there in the world, I'm yelling. If you feel better in the world being eaten by a bear rather than having a random man drop it that could help you, that could know it, cool. Go ahead and get eaten. I support your decision to get eaten. I'll even watch. I'll cheer the bear on for you.
Swallowed.
Facts. All of y'all go ahead and get eaten. Y'all been trying to get eaten anyway, especially these chicks I run into. They try to get eaten, but that's another story. They trying to make
Let me ask you a question,
anyway.
Mike.
Go ahead. I'm gonna choose the bear. Never, ever.
Let me ask you a question.
There's a famous story about a polar bear. They were up in there, and the polar bear followed people for 2 miles because it was hungry, and it never stopped. You can't stop it. There was this. I wish I could find it. There's a story of these men who were in the Arctic, and they were in a boat, and the boat had died. They couldn't move it, and a bear just kept jumping in the water, coming out, grabbing somebody, pulling them back to land, and eating them, and then going to sleep, waking up, and coming to grab another dude because there's nothing you can do. It's a bear. If a random guy popped up, guess what? The random guy could be me. I would love for me to pop up on Trevor. I mean, pop up on my baby or pop up on Leia. Because I guarantee you, if I pop up on Leia, me and Leia gonna make it out, Trevor. I'm
coming, Needy. I'm coming. But again, though, and shout out to Wayne in the building. Wayne, we're gonna have to jump on this next time. But I can't find my goalpost video. That was not the one. Again, though, we can't dispute the stats of the Bears not attacking people. I can. You can't keep disputing that. Like,
you want to know why I can dispute it?
I'm for.
You really can't.
I agree with them just imposing, trying to make all men bad, but at the same time, I'm not looking. God, I wish Zay was up here, because Zay and Bones is exactly Mr. Animal Kingdom, and they'll tell you right off the bat the stats. But it's not. It's not. You making it too apples. You're making it too.
You're making it too complex, Trevor. Where are those stats they get about the Bears? Where are those stats?
Mike, you do know we live in Florida, right?
Where are those stats from, Trevor?
Oh, Wayne trying to, hold on, Wayne. No, I don't know where she pulled the stats from.
No, I'm saying, where are you talking? They're talking about bears in the forest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not talking about bears in the forest. We're talking about 2 things on an island. 2 things.
No. You made the island up. This story was about the forest.
This man moving the location.
You made the island up.
Nobody mentioned the island studio anymore.
You said you trapped in it. Didn't they say trapped on an island?
No, they said the forest.
Might just be talking. Might just be talking.
My bad.
Give me my bomb. Might just be talking.
I totally heard island. My bad. But guess what? Trapped in the forest, still choosing a human.
With herpes or no herpes?
But Nene saying that the guy, the first video was the guy that asked the question. So I guess it's the guy that goes around and does things.
And he's just trying to look for some. He's looking for some love from women. Look, women, look what I made up.
Wayne, I put the link in the chat, man. So if you're gonna jump on, because we about to shut them down. I cannot find this video, man.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question.
Hold on, let me say something real quick. Nah. Yeah, your time to talk. I was gonna say we live in Florida. Like, how many times you see on the news somebody gets eaten by an alligator, bobcat, bears? They're all in our area. You can't say they're not. I'm not gonna disclose our location, but they are here. How many bears do you see coming to town?
The majority of people don't go in the forest, so it don't make sense.
But we live in their environment, so why don't they just come over here and eat us?
No, we live in our environment. We destroyed their environment.
What about the people who live on farms and stuff like that? They're fine.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about,
dude?
Have you drove around the city? Have you drove around the area?
On a farm, the bear will eat the livestock.
Right, but if there's such a threat to humans, like you're saying in the scenario,
if it's just you two, you're the only food. What is wrong? I don't understand what's wrong with y'all.
bears are carnivores, so they can eat like bugs. They can eat different berries in the forest. It's a forest.
Sir,
It's
you
gonna be
ain't
more
never
stuff
seen
than
a
just
bear
what they
eat a
eat.
bug in your life. Shut up.
Do they not
You
eat
ain't
honey?
never. This ain't Timon and Pumbaa.
You
You ain't never
talking,
seen a bear
bro.
eat a
We
bug.
already disproved it. You're just talking. I'll let y'all go.
So
Go ahead.
okay,
Show me a bear eating a bug.
hold on. So Wayne said that the
Bears
link's
don't eat
not working
bugs, fool.
on his end. Wayne says I want to do a topic. Would a child be
Bugs
safer in the
ain't
woods
meat.
with a woman or a bear? Wayne, that was actually going to be my next thing, but we're running out of time because the women would probably be more dangerous than the bear in the woods because the bear's maternal instincts would kick in much better. That is proven. MD, you got to go check back. There's a story where there's a video where somebody asked a bunch of random women would they rather be trapped in the forest with a man or a bear. So that's how all this started. But guess what, man? 8 o'clock is come shit. I just found the video, man. I'm trying to upload this because I y'all gonna hear my stop moving the goalpost
Insane.
video.
This is
Ah,
madness.
I'm gonna have to do it next time. Hey, this is yeah, he'll pick up next. I mean, this is how it is. I do got to get out of here. Kev is sending me a video, so he probably found something.
No,
We'll
he
have
just
to
said
fight.
me.
We'll have to fight about this. We'll have to fight about this in 2 weeks. But hold on, because y'all gonna get this work, man. Y'all, hell, I made this
Hold
video,
up.
so we.
I would
So
like to apologize. Kevin just showed me proof that bears eat insects. Apparently,
They doubted Jesus too. It's okay, my
Boy,
son.
they be quick to try to jump on Mike. Hey, but to everybody,
You know, Madam President, if you stop and listen, you can practically hear the Democrats trying to move the goalposts.
You better stop!
I didn't move anything. I didn't move the goalpost.
You've been wrong this whole podcast, bro. I don't know what's
No,
going
I
on today.
haven't.
Did you
No,
get
I
a
haven't.
Snickers?
No, I haven't. And I said I'm only right 98% of the time. I say
oh
that all the
man,
time.
You different when you're
98%.
hungry. I don't know.
Kevin, I'll fight
hey,
you.
hey, Wayne ain't
Stop,
up here,
Wayne.
but he gonna give you that work from the chat.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so
They don't
all
make no
right,
sense, bro.
so Kevin J, we'll do that, and we'll do that in 2 weeks. He wants to do the black woman, white woman angle. So again, the invitation is out to pour your heart out, so we can spend more time on this topic. Because I do want to do more. I do want to do more where we're not fighting with one another. We know who the real enemy is. So but at the same time we got to come together and try to come up with some solutions. But everybody gave their thing. I'm not going to say, like I said, I came on here full of piss and vinegar to bash everybody on this. But then as I'm reading the Sade Robinson, because I hadn't read it since I first said I wanted to touch on it. And as I'm reading it, I'm like, oh my God, I can't have the same stance that all
Yes,
the piss
you
and
can.
vinegar that I had. Kevin
That's the
will tell you,
city.
like we spent yesterday just
You
going
don't
back and forth
understand
because
people.
man, I'm just like arguing with Kevin, like because he's defending. He wasn't necessarily defending them, but just I don't think he was standing up for us enough. But anyway, like I said, I got to get out of here. So Moon Goddess, go and give you close out.
I appreciate the invite. It's been real and it's been fun as always. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody on the panel. I will just leave y'all with this. If we could just communicate again with each other, communication is key. If Black men talk to Black women and Black women talk to Black men and we all get on the same page, then we have to worry about women being goofy and men being goofy and y'all don't understand men are from Mars and women are from Venus. If we
I
can
love
all
that
get on the
word.
same page, it'd be great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great night, y'all.
Goofy
All
is
right, Moon
awesome.
Goddess.
Take care.
Kev, I mean, I know you want to
The
just
stage,
follow
please.
behind her, so go and give it close.
Right behind her booty cheeks.
Man, I wanted to say see you, Shaka, but she left. So I'm gonna say, hey, listen, chat. Do yourself a favor and me a favor as well. Go back in the archive. Listen to how sensible I am. How I be just spitting this good word, and just see how crazy Mike sounds. Because whenever he's around this time, around this time, he's probably missing his daughter, and
Nah, she's right
he
there.
just needs a hug. Oh, okay, she's right there. He just needs a hug sometimes, and it gets a little crazy. But I never get in my feelings. I just know, time will tell. And look at
Kevin said he'll take Crazy Mike.
right. I know time will tell who's right, and I'll just sit here and watch. But yeah, good show. Yeah, y'all definitely had me cracking up. And no Diddy, peace.
If you don't stop hating on, he's such
All
an
right.
ass.
Wait a minute. Oh gosh, that's not good. So that's 2 weeks. All right, Mike, go and give me close out so I can get out of here.
Hey man, it's not about preference. It's about survival. It's cool. If all you women were so terrified of men, why you walk the streets? Why do you ride buses? Why do you work with men? Oh, the man at work. Come on, man. There's a difference between moving around society and being in a forest. And Kev, yes, bears eat insects, but if a bear has a choice between an insect and a juicy ass sexy red, I think we know which one he gonna eat. That's how I feel personally. I'm Mature Mike, the new New York cat, middle.
So you saying she's sexy now?
No, I'm saying she's delicious to a bear. That's it. She's extra meat. That's it. I'm good. She ain't my type, and I don't want nothing to do with her. I wish her the best. I wish her the best on the success. I hope she. No, I don't. I hope she fails because, no, for real, because she's poisoning our youth. But I'm gonna stay out of that. Wow, I am flabbergasted.
Did you see all the did you see the suggestions for the top 10?
They had the top 10 pickup lines and the top 10 Kev things. Kev
No,
sayings.
then there was somebody said top 10 pet peeves, and then there was another one somewhere. So yeah, you got some
Matter of fact, m.francisjr@yahoo.com. Email me or hit me on Facebook, whatever, or hit me on Instagram. Hit me up. Trevor getting in trouble. Hit me up on your ideas. Let me know. I could use the help because it's forever trying to figure these things out. It takes forever. Thank you. I'm gonna wait till we get off the phone to bow out. Women, choose the man. Please choose the man. Stop it. What if you get a little person? Are you gonna be terrified? Oh God, it makes no sense. You're in the forest. Choose the man.
weird. Hey, Zay, try to hit the link that's in there now. Zay, hey, somebody just try to hit the link that's in the chat. Zay saying that it's blocking everybody out. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna put a new one in there, Zay.
I can't do it. I'm already in there.
Yeah, I just put a new one in there. Because I know Wayne was saying he couldn't get on either. So saying man, I hope nobody messing with my damn channel, man. I hope that's not. Back. I know that's not what's happening.
I don't know why. I don't know what I did to your wife, bro. She do not like me.
Oh, see, Ricardo could get on.
Mike would dispute grass being green.
Ricardo could get on.
But what about when you don't water it? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But it may, you know, my problem is people always stop me in mid-thought and I never get, they go Ricardo, and I never get to get my, is he gone?
Yeah, I guess he was just trying just to see if he could get on.
Oh, I never get to get my point across because people say something and then I lose track of thought and I go somewhere else. Because that herpes razor blade thing, that was a very good analogy if you'd have thought about it. Because one's going to hurt you, one might hurt you.
I guess when they're not when they don't have no flare-ups, you're straight, huh?
You feel me? You got a chance to make it out.
I'm done. I'm
just saying, if you are forced to sleep with one, you got a chance. You don't see no bumps, you might, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but my test come back clean. I'm good. Women are not terrified of men, but men make sure we pick you. No, we don't. Men don't pick women. Women pick men. Men pick wives. That's the everybody knows that. If men could pick women, I would have picked your ass.
All right, anyway. And with that, stay tuned for Mike Court's Shaka. Nene giving me the wrap up signal, so I got to get out of here. Next week I will have the sound of Tony Schiavone telling us we got to go. So peace to everybody in the chat, man, that came through. Y'all make sure the show starts at 6:00. I see a lot of y'all like to come in late, but show starts at 6. Peace to Mike, peace to Kev, peace to Wayne, peace to Moon Goddess for coming on the channel tonight. I gotta go have dinner, and I gotta go watch Monday Night Raw with my baby. So to everybody, peace.
I'm gonna go kiss my baby.
Why are you so aggressive, black man? I'm like, it's a no-win.
Always aggressive black man.
What's up, man?
Wayne.
Mike.
Oh, okay. Hey man, cut the sexiness out, man. Ain't no women on the panel. Man, we on here talking all sexy.
He just goes on. He just went off on you like that just for no reason.
Yeah, man.